Hello, this is Dr. Maury Markman from City of Hope, and I wanted to briefly actually conclude the discussion we've had over the last several weeks regarding precision cancer medicine with, some issues that need to be considered, have been considered, but surely need to be considered and resolved as we move forward. Clearly, the world of precision medicine has become critical in our drug development process, in advancing the care of our patients, improving survival and quality of life. But as we learn about more unique patient subsets, even in common tumors, we could be talking about 1% of patients. And in rare tumors, when you're talking about 1% of patients, that's very small numbers. So the fundamental question of how do you prove efficacy? How long is it going to take you to even do a phase 2 trial? Do you do them worldwide? What is going to be required? You do a 20-patient study and you have a 70% response rate, and those responses last for a year or so. But it's a rare tumor type, and it's going to take you another 2, 3, 5 years to accumulate double number of patients. Is that where we want to be? So there's that question of these very small patient subsets. Can we work in a worldwide setting to document benefits? Again, question to be asked. Second major question to be highlighted in this area is the question of the requirements for the molecular diagnostic platforms. The FDA has worked hard and, quite frankly, I think struggled to be able to define what is going to be required. They may say, for example, this particular molecular platform, which has been the platform used for the particular trial, is a very reasonable platform, and it's the one the companies, have to market. But is that should be the only platform used? What about large panels? What about whole genome sequencing? How should that be incorporated into this effort? And of course, there's also the very large question, evolving question in the solid tumor space of the liquid tumor biopsies. What is going to be required to demonstrate the efficacy of a liquid tumor biopsy result? And then, of course, there's also that question of single test, but what about molecular monitoring, monthly blood tests to see if a patient's developed resistance, et cetera. These are very large. These are very complex questions that obviously researchers are dealing with, pharmaceutical companies with, regulators are dealing with, and very importantly, payers are dealing with, because ultimately, on behalf of the insured population or CMS, they're going to have to figure out how they're going to pay for this. That's not just the drugs, but the platforms. Again, a very exciting time. The revolution in precision of our molecular diagnostics, our understanding of biology of cancer is incredibly positive. We've seen enormous benefits for our patients, but the world is getting increasingly complex in terms of the questions that I just covered, and we obviously need to deal with them as a medical society, medical group, as a scientific group, and certainly as a society. And I thank you for your attention.